ca.com.
Here is your one-minute news brief. 4 internet cafes in Ocala were raided and closed yesterday because of alleged illegal gambling activities. The Ocala City Council has voted to vacate a judgment that the city of Ocala violated the so-called Establishment Clause of the First Amendment of the Constitution by organizing a prayer vigil on the downtown Ocala Square in September 2014. An endangered Florida panther has been struck and killed by a vehicle in Hendry County. Only about 230 Florida panthers remain in the wild. Defense attorneys for Florida school shooting suspect Nicholas Cruz are asking a judge to order investigators to preserve most evidence in the case except for the building where the Valentine's Day massacre took place. Orlando International Airport is becoming the first in the nation to require a face scan of passengers on all arriving and departing international flights. And lifeguards in Volusia County have reported 3,000 jellyfish stings in the last 2 weeks. And that is your news brief from The Source.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. This Thursday, clouds and sun with a thunderstorm in a few places, high 88 to 92. Clear to partly cloudy Thursday night, low 72 to 76. For Friday and Saturday, intervals of clouds and sun with a shower and thunderstorm in the area each day. The high both days between 88 and 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Need help getting something awkward, large, or fragile, expertly packed or custom created and shipped? Call on the professionals at PackMail. PackMail can ship anything, anywhere, and will find the perfect solution to even the most difficult shipping problems. From that big screen TV to an antique china cabinet, no item is too large or too delicate for the professionals at PackMail. Go online to WeShipOcala.com. That's WeShipOcala.com. PackMail ships anything, anywhere.
Ocala Business Leaders Incorporated is a group of independent local firms providing a wide range of quality goods and services. Each firm strives to maintain the highest level of professional integrity and 100% customer satisfaction. When you're looking for goods and services, call a member of the Ocala Business Leaders, and we are confident you will be pleased with the results. If you are interested in becoming a member of the Ocala Business Leaders, join us at the Ocala Elks Lodge, 25th Avenue in Ocala, any Wednesday at 7 a.m. and enjoy a breakfast on us. For more information, check OcalaBusinessLeaders.com.
There are only a few things in life that you can be certain will always be around: death, taxes, the pursuit of happiness, and computers. As they continue to advance at an epic pace, the one absolute certainty about them is that they'll break. It's not an if, it's a when. And when it happens, bring it to the only company in Ocala that's certified in Apple and Microsoft, Ocala Mac and PC Repair. They even offer on-site computer repair service, so they come to you. And if you do drop it off, you can check your repair status online. Ocala Mac and PC Repair is a family-owned and operated company that can do everything from mobile repair to wireless networks, fixing viruses, data recovery, even building and installing new systems. Visit online at ocalamacpc.com. In person, 1713 East Silver Springs Boulevard, or give them a call, 352-566-8324. That's 352-566-8324. Ocala Mac and PC Repair.
Want some fun tips for the summer on and off-road travel? Tune in on Monday, the 25th to AM Ocala Live at 8:20 a.m. when Claudia Lombana will give us information about what to check for wear and tear on tires to protect your pocketbook and safety, planning a trip, emergency kits, and how to prepare for the unexpected. So be sure to listen. Again, that will be at 8:20 a.m. on Monday, the 25th, right here on AM Ocala Live. We want you to be safe, have fun, and enjoy the journey.
It's summertime, 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 summertime.
All right, 7 minutes after 8 o'clock, Galen Unold is on the phone. The first time we've spoken to Galen all summer long. Wow, it's been... Hey, Galen, how you doing?
Hey, good morning, Larry and Robin. Hope you're enjoying your summer solstice.
Yeah, summer's, I think, about an hour or 2 hours old so far, so I'm just enjoying
like
it.
6 to 18 or something like that, yeah.
I'm just having a good time. It's just, we got the umbrella, we got the suntan thing going on, and, I tan so well,
Oh, yeah. Well, it's extra humid today. I do know that.
It's extra humid. So where are you right now?
I'm just getting ready for work. Haven't quite left the house yet, but working on it.
All right. Did your wife marry a dork?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good. Because, well, that's the topic today. There's an article out about reasons why you might want to consider dating and eventually marrying a dork.
Oh, okay.
And I
mean, I'm not an internet billionaire dork. But,
yeah, and those guys, yeah, exactly, and those are the guys who usually become millionaires, are the dorks. So,
sure.
Yeah, but that wasn't even on the list, by the way, of why you should do it. It was more about that these guys are more likely to mind their P's and Q's when they're around you. They're not going to be octopus hands and all that stuff. So
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. They somehow embraced the lessons they learned in Sunday school. Actually went to Sunday school.
Exactly.
Right. Now, I have a whole philosophy on that. Have I ever shared my philosophy? I have a philosophy on everything.
Let me hear yours.
All right. So I'm a big believer that men can be too nice, because I think that at some point a woman needs to know that you're going to defend her in your house. So at some point you have to be a jerk.
There you
Just
go.
to prove that you can be.
But a dork would hopefully not be a jerk to her. Yeah, you can be. I don't know. Are you being a jerk to somebody who's hurting you and you're hurting him back? I don't know that's.
No, I understand what you're saying. It's just you have to find that balance of when to be a jerk and when not to be a jerk.
Well, you
have to at some point be a jerk.
Kind of on that same line, one of the things on the list, and I'm not looking at it, but it was the guy who went to martial arts classes is probably a dork, and he'll probably be there when you need him to be. So there you go.
Sure.
I mean, there you go. I guess the cool kid never goes to take martial arts classes and doesn't embrace the philosophy of what that's about.
I get that. Yeah, I don't have a problem. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. But again, at some point you have to prove that you're, going to fight for her and that you're willing to fight for her. You can't.
I agree. Yeah, that's hard to disagree with that one. Yeah.
I think we're saying the same thing.
Yeah. So I do have a checklist to see if we are dorks. Now that we want to be, before we didn't want to be, but now we have to.
Oh, ever since Huey Lewis in the news said it's hip to be square, it changed everybody.
I think that did it. Yeah. But it was kind of hard to fight.
I think it was a factor.
Well,
it was an absolute factor.
Yeah. Well, was Michael Jackson a dork? I mean, he was as cool as you could be.
Wasn't he?
Oh, he was.
Right. Cool. He was cool.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yes, he was.
What?
He was really cool.
That's what I'm saying.
In the 80s.
Yeah, we're not disagreeing. I'm just saying he was on the charts at the same time as Huey Lewis. Right?
Yeah, I mean, Huey Lewis was always cool, but he just sung about people.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I thought it was the two megastars competing with one another. Mm-hmm. I don't know if Huey Lewis is quite at the megastar level as Michael Jackson was.
No, Michael Jackson was. He was a good songwriter too. He really was.
But anyway, we went on.
Well, I mean, let's be clear. I mean, Michael Jackson is a much, much bigger star.
Oh, yeah, no question about it. But it's just, in your reference to it's hip to be square on the music charts at the same time where the coolest guy that ever walked was up there moon dancing. I don't know, moonwalking, whatever you call it. Anyway.
Yeah, but what was the name of that album? Sports?
Yes. Yeah, it was a good one.
Sports,
I
right?
loved it. Yeah, I loved it.
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah, fantastic song.
All right, so
or an album.
So I have the reasons why you should date a dork, but I think the more fun list is the ways to tell if you are a dork. Okay?
All right.
It's kind of more fun. So how is the blood supply, first of all?
Again, we're right there at a 2-day blood supply, and we just need more. So just please get out there, give the gift of life, and donate blood. And just remember that one donation is going to save 3 lives. And so we just need people to continue to give the gift of life and donate blood.
One donation saves 3 lives. Is that going to be on your headstone? One donation saves 3 lives.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. if I'm lucky. I mean, I hope it's not. Oh, you have to be a jerk in order to find a woman. That would be.
At the sperm bank, do they say 6 million donations makes 1 life?
Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty good. Oh, it's only half a life, right?
At least one
Yeah,
donation a
yeah,
week
that's
saves
good,
a
that's
marriage,
good.
though.
What's that?
At least one donation a week saves a marriage.
One donation a week says, "Oh, good, Rob. That's good." Yeah.
Why not?
Have at least one donation a week. Yeah. All right. So how the blood supply? Did you say already? I can't remember what you said.
Yeah, we're right at a little less than a 2-day blood supply. So.
All right. Palm Garden of Ocala, thank you so much for sponsoring that important announcement. We love you guys, and you guys are outstanding, and I feel like I've been shortchanging you with these announcements each morning. But for everybody else, just please know this, that Palm Garden of Ocala is a really beautiful facility. What makes it beautiful is not just the way it looks, not the fact that it smells clean, which it does, not the fact that it has some great food in their kitchen, in their dining room, which it does, not the fact that it has this beautiful garden outside you can walk in and stroll in or walk your mom in a wheelchair, whatever.
And feed the ducks.
It's all about the people. The people really make a difference. It's not only their kindness, but also their expertise. They are skilled folks, skilled nurses, skilled therapists. They're all there, and they have 21st century technology to help them help you. So take a tour of Palm Garden of Ocala and see why we recommend them. They're at 2700 Southwest 34th Street. Their website, by the way, is palmgardenofocala.com.
They're wonderful.
Penn Flooring,
Beautiful
also go to the showroom and you will be able to browse through the different types of flooring that they have available so that you can make your home or your office more beautiful from the floor up. Everything from carpeting to wood flooring to faux wood flooring, fake wood flooring, right?
Looks good.
Just beautiful stuff. Go see for yourself at 1201 Southwest 17th Street here in Ocala. Their website, by the way, pennflooring.com.
Yep.
All right, now I'm just going to breeze through the first two things. The first two things are why you should date and marry a dork, and then the warning if you do marry a dork, what to expect. But more importantly is the ways to know if you are a dork. Ready?
Okay.
Now, why you should marry a dork? Because they're compassionate, they're genuine, they're tech savvy, they're interesting, they're laid back, they're successful, they're romantic. Dorks are romantic. It says they might not be very experienced in bed, but a nerd loves learning. So
practice.
There you go. There you go. Now, here's some common problems faced by women who have married dorks. Usually they don't like to exercise, so you're going to have to get them like running around the living room or something. Yeah, I know, it's weird, isn't it?
Practice.
Yeah, I don't know if Galen would agree to disagree with that one. I just heard a noise.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I think dorks come in all shapes and sizes.
I think so too. Dorks have a weird sense of humor. It's usually nerdy. So just keep that in mind. Also,
so you mean they like dad jokes? Is that what you're saying? Larry?
Yeah, they do like dad jokes. Yeah, exactly. I am the dork that I could be on the dork poster. They know obscure facts, so just be prepared. The obscure facts are going to show up when you're at a social gathering. Mm-hmm. They're going to pull something out of the air. And they also lack vanity. They're not the best groomers.
No, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
So there you go. Yeah. So those are the things to be aware of if you do marry a nerd or a dork.
Excellent.
Love it.
Excellent.
Love it.
All right. Here's the 20 ways to know if you are a dork.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You can name all 8 members of the Fat Albert gang.
There you go.
Yeah, that would make you a dork.
Yeah.
I couldn't even come close to that.
Yeah. So I don't know that
but it doesn't mean I'm not a dork. But if you know that, you're a dork.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
You don't have to. I think if you answer any of these, you're a dork. Not if you answer all of them. Right?
All right. Let's see. The next one might apply to you. If you're a dork, if you can remember the Chicago Cubs 1988 opening day lineup.
Wow.
That would make you a dork. I mean, I can't. But that would definitely make you a dork.
All right, I don't get this one at all. You can hear the phrase number 16 Prince Bead Head Nymph and know exactly what that means and what it looks like. What the heck is that? Does anybody know what that is?
No, isn't Beadhead like one of those, shampoo
Maybe we're too old.
a few years ago?
I don't know.
The Beathead was grooming stuff for fellows
Oh, okay.
like a decade or so
right.
ago.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah. It might be
Yeah.
our
Good
age.
morning.
Maybe we're too old. Maybe we're old dorks. The next one, you alluded to you allude to Harry Potter at lunch when you're at Whataburger.
Yeah, that would make you a dork.
Yeah, just alluding to Harry Potter for some reason. You jog. Here's one that kind of contradicts the other one. You jog a half mile from your house to the gym and then pass judgment on the people slaving away on the treadmills who probably drove their SUVs to the gym.
Well, again, I think if you're one of these, you're a dork.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have encountered another person riding a bicycle while on your own bicycle, and they were going a little slower than you, and you were going to pass them anyway, but you started pedaling a lot harder right before you passed them, as if to say, check out my impressive rate of speed.
Yeah, that's right.
You might be a dork.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Or you're hyper competitive.
No, exactly.
But hyper-competitive, what's the word, competitivity? Hyper-competitivity might be...
Hyper competitive.
You might be a dork if you're hyper-competitive. Okay.
Fair enough. Yeah.
If you've been annoyed at another person's inability to perform efficient, accurate Google searches,
There you go.
you might be a dork if that
There you
annoys
go.
you.
That's fair. I think that's fair. I mean, you have to, if you don't understand how Google searches work and you're typing in the wrong, search bar stuff, you could really destroy somebody's day. I'm joking, but yeah. That would make
No,
you
that's
a dork.
true. That's true, because some people that are really savvy on the internet, I can see where they get annoyed if they try to teach somebody, because the person that's learning doesn't go fast enough for them.
You might be a dork, Robin.
It makes them a dork. It makes them a
Yeah.
dork.
I don't think
I
women
never
are
go
dorks,
fast
but-
enough.
Okay.
I never go fast enough.
You have been quietly violent within over grammatical miscues, like using the word there or the wrong your.
Oh, the whole, like, on Twitter, somebody will make a great point, and it'll be against somebody, but they'll use the wrong there. And
Yes.
people go, they'll just put that in quotes, like, oh, I got you. You don't even know which way to say there. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that is annoying. Yeah.
And let's be clear, we all make that mistake. We've all screwed up there and your.
Yeah. Right.
We've all done that.
It annoys you when people don't use the word blog properly, like when they say, I wrote 4 blogs last week. They should have said, I wrote 4 blog posts last week.
There you go.
If that annoys you, yeah, you're a dork.
Yeah, you're dark. That's dorky stuff.
Just like when people talk about the words to one song, they'll say, I like the lyrics to this song.
Oh,
It's
here we go.
wrong.
Oh.
It's lyric.
Okay.
No plural.
Robin, you
on
are a female
singular
dork.
song.
Yes, you are a female dork.
That always bothered me.
See that, Galen?
Well, it's interesting. We all have these little, picadillos that just push our buttons. That would never even occur to me that would be wrong.
You might be a dork if you find yourself randomly quoting 30 Rock, Arrested Development, or Friends.
Oh, there you go.
Yep, I think so, but
Yeah.
not Seinfeld, because Seinfeld's a different level.
Yeah.
So it's okay to quote Seinfeld.
Is that right? Is that how
Can
it
you
works?
be any
According to
weirder?
me. According to me.
That guy, yeah.
I think Robin quotes Friends all the time. Yeah. I can quote. You know what here's the dork in me from a TV show. Whenever I stop to tie my shoe, I actually feel like Clark Kent.
Really?
Go ahead, Lois. I'll be with you in a minute.
You've mentioned this several times.
Yes.
I still don't understand it. I mean, I understand the reference. Don't take that the wrong way. But the actual, how that makes you feel like Superman is beyond me.
Oh yeah. Oh, if
What
I'm
about phone booths? Would phone booths just make you go crazy then?
Well, Galen wasn't around
in
when
the TV show,
Superman-
he never went into a phone booth.
Sure I
ever.
was. Yeah.
He never went into a phone
That's
booth.
true.
Ever.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched Superman growing up.
So do you don't wear glasses? But here's another thing: when you wear glasses and you take
used to.
when you take them off, you feel like Clark Kent.
No, I can't see anything. I feel like a fool.
No, when you
I
take them
can't
off,
see
you
anything.
feel like Superman.
Nobody's going to know who I am if I take them off.
That's right.
Well, and you got to remember, he changes his hair. People underrate how he styles his hair differently.
I never realized that.
Yeah, that's right, Galen. Good observation.
All right, here's another way that you know you're a dork. You were using a Mac.
My youngest son's haircut looks just like Superman's, and he doesn't even understand what I'm saying.
That's funny.
Like, your hair looks like Superman. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? All right, you might be a dork if you were using a Mac on a daily basis in 1994 before anyone thought it was cool, and this is important to you.
We did.
We did.
We did back then, yeah. Yeah, we
did.
borrowed Gary and Robin's. It was so cool, too.
You might be a dork if you have a blog and you check very often how many people are actually reading it.
That's great.
Yeah,
And now, if you get paid for writing a blog, then you're fine.
that's true.
That's a job.
But that means that there's an employer out there somewhere that recognized you were a dork. That's why.
Yeah.
You got that job. Okay. You might be a dork if you know the words to all the songs on High School Musical or Frozen.
There you go.
I think you are, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you're a guy, yeah.
By the way, they're having a big thing over at the Riley, right? Where you sing along with Frozen?
Yeah, Frozen sing along. They have the words with the
God.
bouncing ball. So
my
there you
gosh,
go.
that's
Get
kinda
ready,
funny.
girls.
You might be a nerd or a dork if you have inadvertently used the word frack as a curse word.
Oh, my.
What the frack are you doing?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
What is the one thing that shows up on the computer? Oh, drat or something? Oh, drat. Oh,
Drat.
Drat.
Yeah, oh, drat.
You might be a dork if you have boasted about your ability to perform tricks on a trampoline. Galen, can you do tricks on
Well,
a
it
trampoline?
depends on how old you are.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if you're 13
Yeah.
and you can do like a backflip really well, that's braggable.
Mm-hmm.
If you're 42 and you're bragging about how you used to be able to do a backflip, that's not.
Used to be, yeah.
So I think the age is. But if I'm 15, I could do a backflip. Because everybody would love to be able to go and find like a dock while all their friends are around and just run out and do a beautiful flip of some kind.
Yeah, exactly. That's just so cool.
Right. That's not a dork. But if you're in your 40s going, I used to be able to do that.
I used to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Now I'm fat. Now you're a dork. Because your kids are looking at you and like, Dad, you're such a dork. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You might be a dork. I'm up to number 5 now. If you wear extra cologne or perfume, this is for women too, when a new hottie has been hired at the office.
Oh, there you go. I've seen that. Believe me, I've been witness to that.
Can you imagine that?
You're a dork. Yes.
Yeah.
And yes. Yeah.
That's just, I mean, we don't really
I've been
have that many
witness to
people who
that.
work here, but you work with a lot of people. Have you ever had a new person join the staff? He or she's a good-looking person, and you notice somebody else wearing a little more cologne than usual?
No. It's the brand new shirt or
New hairdo.
they're like they're usually dressed a certain way, and then all of a sudden they change the way they look.
Exactly.
They're trying harder.
Oh, that's funny.
That's
You
right.
got to call them out on that. I'm like, why are you trying so hard? Well, what are you talking about? I just wanted to, be professional. Like, you've never been professional in your life.
All right, you are a dork.
And then they follow that. Hey, are we all going to go out to lunch today? As a team? Then now you've got a problem. You're like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Slow your
Yeah.
roll there, buddy.
There you go.
I don't want to have to. I don't want anybody to sign any waivers here in this department.
All right, you might be a dork if you know the actual words behind the acronyms TIFF, HTML, and JPEG.
I don't know those words.
You would.
Yeah, I don't know those.
Yeah, I don't either. I know what they are, but I don't know what they stand for. They're all photos and HTML's website. But
Yeah, we know what they mean.
I don't know.
Yeah, we know what they mean, but I don't know what the letters stand for.
Yeah. All right, number 3.
There you go.
You have a profoundly negative opinion of Scrappy Doo. You might be a dork. That's,
I'm a dork then because I think Scrappy destroyed the series.
I agree with you. Yes, I do. I agree.
I mean, Shaggy was fine, and because they got rid of, half the cast and replaced it with Scrappy, who just did nothing but cause trouble. And by this point, Scooby was trying to turn his life around and become a little more responsible and stop doing dumb things. And Scrappy just dragged him and Shaggy right back into trouble. And
yep.
Wow.
I
it would have been much better if Scrappy just stayed in the house and stayed in the yard.
You have brought this point to
And
life.
nobody, and let's be very clear, nobody wants to be Scrappy, right? If you're like, oh, you're like Scrappy Doo, that's an insult.
Exactly.
All right.
Scrappy is not, I could probably write a thesis on this, apparently. I didn't know I had all this pent-up rage for him.
All right.
You're going to have to
Number
write
two.
I love the cartoon, and then Scrappy just destroyed it. So, go ahead.
All right.
You're going to have to write a blog post,
two.
Galen.
yeah, right.
Try it.
All right. Top two. The second one. You might be a dork if you find yourself silently inserting the phrase "with a herring" at the end of any command beginning with the words "you must."
Eat the herring?
With the herring. It's a Monty Python reference. It's beyond me.
Yeah, I get that. I know the movie line.
Okay, I'm not really sure about that
It's
one.
not something I've ever done. But you are a dork if you do that. Yeah.
All right, the number one, and it is my favorite one, by the way. You might be a dork if you ask for the 411 when you need information.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff.
What if you do it via text?
It's funny. I need some
I
411.
don't even do it via text, by the way. I just put info.
Yeah.
I just say, hey, give me some info. I even say that when I'm talking.
I'm gonna need the 411 on this. When you got a chance, give me the 411. It's summertime, Galen. So where's the Bloodmobile on the first day of summer?
Hey, today we're at Indigo East, and we're there till 2.
Nice.
And then we're also at the Publix. What's that address? It's trying to remember where that is. Anyway, we're at it's Winn-Dixie on North 441.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
Excellent. Right
Galen,
past the
have a great day.
interstate.
Be careful. Drive safely, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, thank you. And just remember, just to be
Fox
clear,
News Radio. I'm Chris Foster.
We're going to keep families together, but the border is going to be just as tough as it's been.
President Trump in Duluth, Minnesota, talking about his executive order ending the policy of family separation at the border. Around 2,300 kids brought here illegally have been taken from their parents. Some brought